So section 7 is still on solving, but the problem with section 7, not problem, but the difference between section 6 and 7 is that section 7, you do not have the same base. You don't have the two sides matching. So I told you yesterday the change of base formula. I would recommend that you write it down again here because we're going to use it a ton. So again, phones away, distractions away. Let's go ahead and go over section 7. So the change of base formula. The change of base formula says that if I have a log base b of x. Actually, no, let's do log base b of a. Focus. If I have log base b of a, and I want to make that log base c of a, I can change the base to whatever I want as long as, guys, I'm not convinced that I have your attention. Are we doing okay? All right. Go ahead and focus up here. Angie, are you okay? So this is the whole thing we're about to do is based off of this. Log base c of a divided by log base c of b, the old base. So these c's have to match. They have to be the same new base. Log base c of the old value divided by log base c of the new base or of the old base. The reason we're doing this is because we're going to get stuff like this now. And this is why you want a scientific calculator. Number one, 6 to the x power equals 15. I can put that into a log. X, so the base comes down. This is log base 6 of 15 equals x, right? 15 goes over here, x goes over there. They switch. I'm just rewriting it. The problem is that that is not a nice answer. There is no 6 to a power that makes 15, at least not a nice one. So this is actually my answer right there. I'm done. Except they tell me write it 2 ways and get an approximation. So if I want to write this another way, I'm going to use the change of base formula. This is key for putting it in your calculator. Your calculators, you are smarter than your calculators in this instance. Your calculators can only do 2 logs. They can do log base 10 and they can do natural log. That's it. There's a few calculators that can do more than that, but most of them can only do those 2. So we're going to use the change of base formula. Unless there's a really good reason for it, use the change of base formula to go into log base 10 or natural log. Log base 10 makes more sense to us, but if you want to be lazy, use natural log. You have to write fewer letters, ln instead of log. It's going to be the exact same. So I can rewrite this then as x equals the log of 15 divided by the log of 6. There's my second way of writing it. That's what you would put into a calculator. Let's try it. Everybody take your calculator, do log of 16 or 15, log of 15 divided by log of 6. Now, let's make sure our answers make sense. Everybody, what should this be? For this one. Six to the first power would be 6, right? 6 squared would be 36. That's too big. So my answer should be between 1 and 2. Did you get an answer between 1 and 2? 1 point. Okay, we need 3 decimal places. 1.511. Is that rounded correctly? What's the 4th decimal? 3. So just cut it off. 1.511. There's our answer. Now, everybody, again, Angie, Priscilla, sit up, don't tempt yourselves with this. There are other classes that are not doing the decimal part. They're just doing these two, okay? If you give me, if I see these two, you will have full credit on these, okay? But you might want to learn how to use your calculator, because if this ever comes up in a science class or another math class, and you want an actual answer, like you want to know what log base 6 of 15 is, this is how you do it. This is how you get an actual answer. And so you might as well practice that here. On the day of the test, there will be questions that ask you for that decimal. If I see the change of base formula, I see the actual answer here, I will give you credit for it. But again, I would really recommend that you try it. It's not hard to put in a calculator. The trick is I will never penalize you for getting the wrong calculator answer. Okay, but let's go ahead and try it. Yes, go ahead. So number 2 then, same idea. 4 comes down, log base 4 of 84 equals x minus 2. So base comes down, this goes inside, this crosses over. Solve for x by adding 2 to both sides. Plus 2, log base 4 of 84 plus 2 equals x. Can I add the 2 to the 84? Is the 84 inside a log? This is not supposed to be a trick question. Is the 84 inside the log? It's in the parentheses, right? It's log base 4 of 84. That's one piece. The 2 is not inside the log. I cannot combine those. Fair enough. So this is one answer. This is one answer. I could use the change of base formula. I'm going to do it with natural log because I'm lazy and it requires one fewer letter. Natural log of 84 divided by natural log of 4 plus 2 equals x. All right. I want everybody on maybe this half of the classroom to plug this into their calculator. Do natural log of 84 divided by natural log of 4, get an answer, add 2. This half of the classroom, I want you to do it with log. Try log of 84 divided by log of 4 plus 2. And let's see if we get the same answer. Because it should be the same either way. 4 plus 2. So get an answer and then add 2 to it. Five point. So what's the decimal points? Let's get 3. 196. Somebody over here. Did someone do it with natural log? We got the same answer. Because again, change of base formula, it doesn't care what that base is. Essentially, the bases cancel out when you use the change of base formula. You will always get the same answer, whether you do log, natural log. You could do log base pi, and you would get the same answer. It's just our calculators can't do log base pi. Everybody's full attention. Let's make sure this makes sense. Log base 4 of 84. 4 to the first power is 4, second power is 16, third power is 64, which is real close. This right here, the log base 4 of 84 should be about 3, maybe a little bit more. 3 plus 2 would be 5. This answer makes sense. Number 3. Here, bring the 2 down. Log base 2 of 56 equals 3x. Guys, we're just using that, switching from exponential to log form over and over and over again. Put it into log form and then solve. So here, log base 2 of 56 divided by 3. Log base 2 of 56 over 3 equals x. That's my answer written one way. Remember, the instructions say write it 2 ways and then get a decimal. So change of base formula, x is equal to the ln of 56 or the log of 56 over the log or ln of 2. It just has to match. And then I'm going to write the divided by 3 out here. So change of base formula, rewrite that single log as 2 logs, one over the other. That's our answer. Let's try it. Put it in the calculator. What do we get? My guess is it's going to be just a little less than 2, because 2 to the 50 or log base 2 of 56 is going to be a little less than 6. A little less than 6 divided by 3. Alani? Yeah. So clear everything right now. Log of 56. Close the parenthesis, divided by log of 2. Close the parenthesis. You need to hit enter and then divide by 3, or you could have done it all in one step. Your answer is a little bit less than 2. So it's 1.9 what?
My calculator's about 2 plus minutes.
Okay, everybody, real fast. The video. Oh, let's see here. Let me pause this real quick and just see. Okay, so here is something like your scientific calculator. It may not be exactly the same. If you're going to put this in, log, we had log of 56, right? 56, close that parenthesis. Log of 56 divided by log of 2, close that parenthesis. Now, you could get an answer and then divide by 3. Or if you're doing a scientific calculator, it will do the order of operations. You can just keep going, divided by 3. There's our answer, 1.9357. Now let's check. This one has natural log. Natural log, 56, divided by natural log of 2, divided by 3. This should give me the exact same number. Exactly the same, because the change of base formula would essentially cancel. The log over log or natural log over natural log, both of them would reduce to log of 56 or log base 2 of 56. They'd give you the same answer. Does anyone have questions about how to use your calculator? Yes. So the LN, it should be a button, right? It's next to log. Right below your log button is LN. Oh, science changes how it does it. Yes. Whether it's scientific or an engineering, you don't have to worry about that. All right, let's go back to the notes. Rania, go ahead. All right, let's do a couple more examples, then I'll let you guys try some. Just go ahead and just take the pass. I need to print out some more. All right, everybody, number 4. Your focus, please. Number 4 has a different order of steps because the base to a power is not by itself yet. So I need to divide. I need to divide both sides by 3. You cannot switch to log form until the base to a power is by itself. So this, divide both sides by 3, 2 to the 4x equals 13. Now I can switch it to log form. Log base 2 of 13 equals 4x. Divide both sides by 4. And we get our answer. X is x equals log base 2 of 13 divided by 4. would be one answer. Or rewrite that, x is equal to log of 13 divided by log of 2 equal, or sorry, not equals, divided by 4. What's up? You can do either one. That's what I'm telling you, log or natural log. You can do log base pi, you can do log base 7. It doesn't matter, but I would really recommend log or natural log because those are what your calculator can do. Either of them is equivalent, though. Doesn't matter which one you pick. All right, let's skip number 5 and look at number 6. Last one that I'm going to do, and then you guys can try 1 or 2. Number 6, divide both sides by 5. 6 to the x minus 1. 90 divided by 5. 90 divided by 5, 18. So 6 comes down, log base 6 of 18 equals x minus 1. Log base 6 of 18 equals x minus 1. Add 1 to both sides. Don't put it inside. Log base 6 of 18 plus 1 equals x. You can put it in parentheses here. There's our answer. One form. Later. All right. We can rewrite that then. Log of 18 over log of 6 plus 1 would be x. Again, or natural log. Either one's fine. All right, on the homework, let's try. All right. I want you guys to try numbers 2 and 4. Do those in the next 2 minutes. Let's knock those out real fast. Evens again. Yeah, let's, I want to keep it manageable for you guys. So evens again. I know we've got a lot of homework today. But you guys, this is our last big push, remember? We're almost done with our entire new set of units. Like this is the end of the semester for us. We have review only after this. So yes, I'm giving you a lot of homework right now. Please do it because we're going to have very little homework coming up. For unit 7. So you can retake those tests anytime. If you want to come and ask me questions about it, you can do that at any point during lunch too. There will be more organized review after spring break. So the final grades are the last days, unless you're a senior, then they're earlier. But it's like June 3rd. Yeah.
I'm thinking of being reminded me of.
It wasn't
Okay, everybody, I'm gonna be sending out emails and everything with your grades because I sent out one just saying check your grade. It's all in there. Now I'm gonna be literally sending out grades. You have 12-week grades next week. You have an A, you have a B, you have a C, you have a D. To make sure that you know you can fix that. I will accept any late work because of the chaos of the last month or two. Anything that you have not turned in, I will take. But if you have a test that you need to take, we need to work out that as well.
You know that movie, Little Boy in the Fish?
Guys, are you?
Yeah, of the little fish.
Little boy. It's on there.
Yeah.
One more.
Oh. What one? Yeah, with the big cat? Lucky thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Romeo and Juliet. I like the one with seals.
I love that movie.
I like the one with seals. Well, there's like the one, I used to watch the one like the princess, she walked like well or whatever.
So that's correct. And you can rewrite it. And change the base. Over. There you go.
I was fine.
That's great. You can put that in the calculator and get it. Someone emailed me saying it was there. I gotta pick it up.
I wonder what that, wait, you ever watch the seal one?
All right, so number two, I'm just gonna check your answers. Number two, you'd get x is equal to log base 5 of 30. Change of base formula, x equals log of 30 over log of 5. Okay, those are both correct answers. Anybody get a decimal approximation? What's the decimal approximation for this? Yeah. 2.113. Anybody confirm that? Get the same thing? Anybody get something different? To make sure it makes sense, 5 squared would be 25, 30 is a little bit more. That is in the right realm of answers. So I think we're good. Number 4, I'm seeing x is equal to log base 2 of 74 divided by 2. Or log of 74 divided by log of 2 divided by 2. Anybody get a decimal for that one? I'm looking at something just over 3 is what we're guessing. So log of 74 divided by log of 2 should be just over 6. And then just over 6 divided by 2 should be just over 3. Right, because it would have been, right, this 2 would have been over here. 2x equals log base 2 of 74. Yep, that's how you put it in your calculator. All right, back to the notes. These are our last few. Says, write your final answer in terms of a logarithm, then put it in a scientific calculator. Remember, the only way to put it in a scientific calculator is if it's log base 10 or log base 2, or sorry, log base 10 or log base e. So looking at these, do you all notice that 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, they're all base 10 or base e. So you can just put them straight in a calculator. You don't even need the change of base formula. So for number 7, I'm looking at log base 10 of 22 equals x minus 1. Add 1 to both sides. You can even leave off the 10. It's log of 22 plus 1 equals x. Everybody put that into your calculator right now for me. Put that in your calculator. If you get 1 point something, you did it wrong. You should get 2 point something. And I want you all to do that right now. Everybody put in your calculator. 2.342. If you got 1.3 or thereabouts, it's because you didn't close the parenthesis. So not right now. Focus up here. So this right here, you need to close that parenthesis. If you don't close the parenthesis, it will put that +1 inside the log. Does that make sense? So you need to close that parenthesis. That way it does log of 22 and then adds 1. Number 8, literally the natural log of 11 equals x, and you're done. Guys, I'm going to blow through these examples real fast. So please focus up here. Natural log of 11 equals x. This one, I'm going to divide by 3 first. E to the x plus 5 equals 7. So this would be the natural log of 7 equals x plus 5, right? E comes down, 7 is inside. Whatever I'm equal to, that goes inside my log. So the natural log of 7 equals x plus 5, subtract 5. Now this is critical that you all hear this. Remember how we said we can't have negatives inside the log for the previous ones, and like a lot of our negative answers didn't work? This is fine. Put natural log of 7 into your calculator. You'll get like 1.9 or something like that. Subtract 5, you'll get a negative answer. That's fine because we've already evaluated the log. These, you can easily get negatives. It's not a problem. It's when we're getting answers that are supposed to go back into the log where we can't have negatives. So this is my answer. If I put that in the calculator, I'll get like negative 3 point something, 3.1. Can check it. Natural log of 7 minus 5. Then the hardest one, number 12. Divide by 4. 10 to the 2x plus 5 equals 25. 10 comes down, it becomes just log base 10 or just log of 25. Log of 25 equals 2x plus 5. I can subtract 5 from both sides. I'm going to put this up here. I'm going to leave off the base 10, so just log of 25. Put it in parentheses if you need to make sure you don't accidentally subtract 5 from this. Stays on the outside equals 2x. Divide by 2. Log of 25 minus 5 divided by 2 equals x. I want you all to put that in your calculator right now. We're going to make sure you get this right because there's a lot of room for making mistakes in putting this in your calculator. Log 25, close the parenthesis, subtract 5. I would get an answer for that. Get an answer, then divide that answer by 2. Because if you don't, there's a good chance it's going to divide the 5 by 2 and not the log. What do we get? Yep, negative 1.801 is correct there. Everybody, make sure you can get that on your calculator. Log of 25 minus 5. And then take that answer and divide by 2. So everybody, in the last 5 minutes here, on your homework, I want you to do try number 14. 2 minutes to do number 14, then we'll go over the answer.
Is it just evens?
Just evens for this as well.
Is your grandfather work?
I was so tired.
It's okay. Hang in there. Try this one.
Video's gonna be online, right?
Yeah, you make sure you watch it and get caught up. You can't afford to be missing these sections.
It's like the same exact thing.
So the problem is that one's actually not mine, it's from another teacher. I'm borrowing yours, so unfortunately, no. I gave my set of calculators to another teacher and then borrowed a mismatch set, just whatever extra ones.
He
that were.
made it out of the grades now. She got him out. So they should have him. They got him out. No, I was thinking about like. No.
All right,
Which one? Well, that's like 99.
okay, we've got 3 minutes left. Let's go over the answer, or let's go over the work at least. Your full attention for the last 2 minutes here, then we'll be done. So number 14, my very first step here. Taj, what would I start with
For what number?
for number 14?
I mean, add.
Yes, add 7 to both sides. So plus 7, plus 7. This is on the homework. Section 7's homework. So 10 to the 3x equals 11. Clarabelle, how do I write this then as a log?
11.
Yes, and it is log base 10 of 11.
Equals 3x.
Yes, you can write the 10 or not. It doesn't matter because remember, that's the assumed one, is if you don't put one, it's like it's base 10. So you can put the 10 or not, either one's fine. Last step is to divide by 3. X is equal to log of 11 over 3. That should be just over 3.3, just over 0.3.
0.347.
Yeah. So X is equal to, as Taj said, actually, this should be approximate. I haven't been doing this, you guys. Technically, these should be little approximate symbols. Approximately. I should have said that earlier. Because it's not exact. About 0.347. Homework 2 through 26 even. Thank you for hanging in there and finishing that.